The sky leech, nobody knows when it first appeared. The earliest photo was taken during a rainy night behind an apartment complex. The camera blurred, the lights stretched, and something dark hovered where nothing should have been. At first, people assumed it was a camera glitch, then the trash stopped smelling. Residents noticed something strange. Food that had gone bad overnight would be gone by morning. Mold vanished. Dead plants slowly recovered. Even roadkill disappeared without mark. Or blood security cameras sometimes captured it, never clearly. Always floating, always watching, always slightly out of focus. Witnesses describe a tall shape drifting above the ground with faint red light where eyes should be. Despite its appearance, animals do not flee from it. Stray cats sleep beneath it. Dogs wag their tails. Birds land nearby without fear. Children have reportedly waved at it through windows. The entity does not attack. Instead, it feeds, not on living things, but on rot. It consumes spoiled food, decay, mold, rust, and anything abandoned long enough to begin falling apart. Areas it visits become cleaner, quieter, almost preserved. Investigators discovered that objects near the creature decay slower afterward. As if time briefly hesitates, however, prolonged observation causes unease. Cameras struggle to focus. Audio recordings fill with soft static and distant breathing. Witnesses report feeling watched, not with malice, but with curiosity, receipt. Rarkers now believe the sky leech is not a predator. It is a scavenger of entropy. Some theorize it exists to balance decay itself, removing corruption before it spreads. Others worry about one detail, when there is nothing rotten nearby. It stays longer, and sometimes it looks directly into windows, as if waiting for something to spoil. The thin visitor, the first confirmed sighting, wasn't noticed until weeks later. A family reviewed old security footage after their motion lights kept activating at night. Nothing appeared wrong at first. The yard was empty, then someone adjusted the brightness. Standing near the fence was a faint blue shape, thin, human-like, almost drawn instead of real. It did not cast a shadow. It barely reflected light. The figure stood perfectly still for 11 minutes before fading from view. No one in the house remembered seeing it. More sightings followed. Doorbell cameras captured a transparent stick figure silhouette walking slowly across driveways. Street cameras recorded it crossing roads without triggering traffic sensors. Witnesses describe a tall, narrow form glowing faint blue, as if made from leftover light. Animals react strangely around it. Dogs stop barking. Cats follow it silently. Birds gather nearby, but never touch it. Unlike other entities, the thin visitor never approaches directly. It keeps distance, observing people from sidewalks, hallways, or empty rooms. When noticed, it does not flee. It simply becomes thinner, fading until it disappears completely. Researchers discovered a pattern. The thin visitor appears near people experiencing major life changes, moving homes, losing friendships, recovering from illness, or moments just before important decisions. The thin visitor does not belong to our moment in time. It may be observing transitions, not places, but people, a traveler studying moments when lives quietly change direction. The most unsettling detail came from long-term footage analysis. The entity sometimes stands outside windows, watching someone sleep, not threatening, not protective, just waiting, as if checking whether the person will still be there in the morning. The first confirmed sighting of the entity, now referred to as the Gaping Child, occurred in a quiet residential district during a power outage. Witnesses reported what appeared to be a small child standing alone in the middle of the street. It was described as having oversized, wet-looking eyes and an unnaturally wide mouth that did not close properly. At first, it simply stood still, staring at houses, as if listening for movement inside them. When approached by a resident, the entity began to move in short, unnatural steps, its long legs bending too far backward with each motion. The mouth reportedly opened further than human anatomy should allow, producing a sound described as both a laugh and a wet scream. The witness fled indoors, but the creature followed slowly, scratching at doors and windows without breaking them, as if testing weakness rather than forcing entry. Security footage from the area shows the entity standing directly beneath streetlights, tilting its head at extreme angles while staring into cameras. Its eyes appear overly reflective, almost luminous in dark conditions. At several points, it is seen mimicking the movements of nearby children playing earlier that day. Authorities reported multiple missing pets in the following hours, though no direct attack was captured on record. Later reports suggest the entity does not simply hunt, but waits for attention, that appears drawn to noise, especially crying or laughter from children. Survivors describe a feeling of being watched even after it leaves. The final recorded encounter ended with the creature standing motionless at the edge of a forest road, mouth fully open, remaining there until dawn before vanishing without sound or trace. Its current location is unknown. The soft thing, the first image, appeared online without explanation. A distant fire lit the sky while a pale shape hovered above the buildings. Most viewers believed it was edited, but investigators noticed something unusual. The creature cast no shadow despite the intense light behind it. Its body appeared smooth and unfinished, like clay before being shaped. The eyes, however, were clear, wide, circular, and focused directly toward the camera. Witnesses soon reported seeing the same figure during disasters. Fires, storms, power outages, and abandoned locations all shared one detail. The soft thing appeared nearby. It never interacted with people directly. Instead, it hovered silently, watching events unfold. Cameras struggled to maintain focus, producing warped colors and doubled images around the entity, as if reality itself soft near its presence. Animals react with confusion rather than fear. Birds circle it endlessly while dogs whine and refuse to approach. People who notice the soft thing describe an overwhelming feeling of being studied. Several witnesses reported hearing faint breathing despite the creature having no visible mouth. Recordings captured low humming sounds that continued even after the entity vanished from view. Researchers formed a disturbing theory. The soft thing may not understand destruction, but is drawn to intense human emotions surrounding it. It arrives during moments of chaos to observe reactions rather than causes. Data shows the entity appears hours before major incidents, suggesting it anticipates events instead of responding to them. The most unsettling discovery came from enhanced footage. The soft thing's eyes move independently, tracking multiple individuals at once. In several recordings, it slowly lowers closer to a single person before drifting away. Those individuals later reported recurring dreams of being watched from above. Investigators now warn observers, if the soft thing notices you noticing it, it may return. Like and subscribe for more information about the Noiseless World logs.